Hello. Happy New Year's. We're going to do a little visioning together and see what the future holds. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to tap in to the current energy and see what the messages are for humanity at this time on the brink of 2024 and on the last day of 2023. But really, these messages are for you whenever you find it. Thank you. Okay, let's tap in. What do we need to know? Mother, Father, God, the Divine, Mother Earth. There's a broad horizon in the north where usually there's a mountain guiding the way. Usually there's more of a compass point in the north that we follow to find our way. And currently it's a really broad, big, expansive horizon, a little undefined, a little amorphous, a little hard to discern where it is, what it is exactly. But it's a new day. It's a new dawn. And it seems pretty clear, actually. What else do we need to know about navigating the north? We have guidance coming in from the east regarding the north. Sometimes we have to look in other directions in order to find our way. The north is looking a lot like the east usually looks, which is a little disorienting. And so the east is like, hey, wait a minute. That's usually my role, but they know very well. The East in New Beginnings knows very well about seeming disorientation. It's not. It's on a due course. It's regular, like the sun coming up every day, even if we can't see it. Even if we lose faith in knowing that the sun is there, rising and setting every single day. The consistency and the regularity of that biorhythm brings comfort, can bring comfort to us. And it's something that the spirit of the East knows extremely well and is reminding us of the basics at this time. To remember the natural basics of our rhythms, and to match ours with nature's rhythms. The biggest, most simplest message there is to get plenty of sleep. It's something that we humans have departed from largely in our separation of living on the land, with the land more readily, like we all were not very long ago. Lots has changed since World War II in that regard, and that separation has caused us a lot of problems. Separation anxiety, anxiety that comes from the separation from nature, of people from nature. Go to bed. Go to bed early and get a good night's sleep. This is one of the number one things that we can do, actually, to help ourselves and help the planet. How do you want to help the planet? How do you want to save Mother Earth? Get a good night's sleep. Easier said than done. It requires change, and we resist change. But you know what? A lot of the suffering that we experience, a lot of the hardship and a lot of the pain can come from just a shift in our suffering, can come from some minor shifts in our lifestyles. I don't really want to use the word forcing, but I'm hearing the word forcing ourselves to go to sleep earlier will actually create more peace in the world. I know, not always what people want to hear, but it's the divine truth that's coming through right now as we pass over to the energies of the South and hear what they have to say. The energy of the South feels a little dark. This is normally the bright light of the sun warming our backs, but it seems a little dark and a little heavy, a little unknown, a little mixed of the sort of natural quantum mystery of things combined with a little bit of doom and gloom that is real and illusory. In other words, created and imagined within the psyche of people, which gives it a little bit more oomph. And that isn't to say that it doesn't exist, but it does say that what does exist is influenced by our energy and our thoughts more than we even realize. So that's pretty powerful right there. So what can we do in that regard? We can imagine the strength of the sun rising within us, the power of ourselves as a sun. Every day that we wake up to this miraculous life, regardless of what is happening around us, or especially because of what is happening around us. Wow, that's powerful. It feels really powerful. And that's the message, reminding us of how powerful we really are, which is hard for us to believe sometimes. We can feel really small, but there's a huge reminder of the power of our energy, especially in our collective energy. I'm reminded of the Who Changes the World? We all do. So many quotes like that, but that's what comes to mind as we pass the baton to the West. The West is giving us a bit of a reprieve, a little bit of a cleansing of our energy field right now, as Mother Earth and the divine energies know how much that we are actually going through individually and collectively on planet Earth right now. And we're getting a little bit of a refreshing shower, a little bit of a boost. Can you feel that energy? Can you feel a little bit of a reprieve, a little bit of a hand of support and a lightening of our load? That's the big message from the West. The power of the ocean reminds us that we just need to reach our hand for help. We need to ask for divine assistance and support, and we are supported. This is where our skepticism comes in. I can feel it in my gut. It's hard to digest. It's like, really? Can I really trust that? Can I really believe that? We as humans have gone through, a lot of experiences that has led to a lot of mistrust. But one of the most potent ways through And through the illusion and into our divine centeredness is to trust in our power. Truly, truly, right now, it's very important and very critical. And the energy from each of us doing that ripples out into the multiverses. And it has been. There's a lot of sort of doomsday thinking going on right now, understandably, totally understandably, and yet it is the reconnecting to the light that is actually creating some turmoil in its shedding light on things. And we're just at that point in our evolution to be experiencing quite a bit of turmoil that can result from really turning on our light, and not to be afraid of it, to walk right into it like walking into the surf, like walking into the cold, pounding, relentless waves of the ocean that's turning up sand and everything else. Sand's getting in your bathing suit. That's how uncomfortable these times can be. And yet we walk right through into a calmer vista, into feeling that power of divine life that runs through everything and all of us. And with that, that's the divine message for the new year. Blessed be.